Today, presenting the American flag, Carly Munson, Stacy Steele, seniors from Beekmantown and Plattsburgh High, respectively. And today, singing the national anthem, junior from the Peru Indians, Danielle West. Everyone, would you please stand at this time? Thank you.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rugged red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Looks like Cody Hampton has started the Cougar things off with a strike. We're going to try to get a little better position here as progresses. Calvin Castine at the North Bowl lanes in Plattsburgh. It's Adam Bayshard with a strike. We're here to cover the Cougars at the Section 7 playoffs. John Fortin, there are, I guess, 28 lanes, 30 lanes that are active. 2 lanes not being used. It might mean a couple B teams thought they usually fill these right up, maybe not. Actually, looks like 28 active. And there's some extra bowlers. No, they are going over there. Okay, I was right before. There's 30. How'd John Fortin do? At 7 pins, he's going for a spare. Very tough to find a spot here because of the crowd. Nice pickup on that little baby split there by John Fortin. Because of the crowd here, packed into the North Bowl. Saturday morning, the 10th of February, 2007. We're trying to get a spot where we won't be blocking people's access. Caleb Hampton with a strike. Jeremy Winters told us he was very confident in his squad coming in here.
Down by lane 31-32 in the corner. Also, there's some lined up in the lounge area.
There's Messina. Everybody marking for the Cougars, 3 strikes. And if these people are going to be standing up all day, I guess I'm going to have to find another spot. Messina leaves the 4-7. Besides people being in a way, a lot of schools insist on bringing balloons. And that adds to our view problems. There's a nice spot over there available, but right behind them, stupid balloons. There's Cecina looking to mark for the Cougars. He will miss the 7 pin. Cut it just a little too fine. So first blemish on the Cougar side in the first frame of the first game. They're bowling 6 games today. Alright, here's Cody Hampton in frame 2. He doubles. Hampton with the double. Now we have Bayshard up for the Cougars. It's every team for themselves here. The A team, B
Just a
team.
reminder, please use these seats. Please do not be sitting on the runway so the bowling center personnel can come through and the coaches
Bayshard leaves the 10 pin.
Also, please do not sit on the...
It's usually pretty crowded in here, but it seems to be more so this year. Bayshard will pick up his spare. Picks up the 10 pin. As I said, it's 6 games. Everybody against everybody. It's the team that has the best scratch total after those 6 games will be the Section 7 champions. Peru and Beekmantown are the defending champions. Peru boys and the Beekmantown girls. John Thornton with a strike. We have a spare and a strike. I'll bring up Caleb Hampton. And Hampton leaves just a pin. From this angle, not, looks like maybe the 9 pin. Now Hampton will go for his spare. And he will cover it. You're not, Cecina, you're not bowling against the team that's on the same lanes as you are. Cecina gets his first mark, a strike. Every team on here is bowling against every other team. And sometimes a B team will surprise some people and do well in this tournament. It's all what happens today that determines who the Section 7 champions are here. Season average has nothing to do with it, except it indicates how good a bowler you happen to be. Cody Hampton leaves the 10 pin. And Hampton will pick up his spare. When we finish here, we'll be going over to the girls match, then we'll check in on the B boys once in a while just to see how they're doing. There's Adam Bayshard. He leaves what looks like the 2 pin. Or is it? It might be the 8 pin. And he's going to miss it. The Northeastern girls were the CBAC champions this year. Last year, Northeastern boys and girls were the CBAC regular season champions. The Peru boys are the boys champions. Thornton gets 7 pins. And going for his spare, he will pick it up nicely. John Thornton. Now Caleb Hampton. And Hampton leaves the 4-7. We're in the 3rd frame of the first of 6 games today. Looks like the Cougar team total at the moment is 214. Just take a look at some of the nearby totals. 149 over there, 179 here. And he will miss the 10 pin. Caleb Hampton got it a little too fine. That's, I think, similar to what Cecina did back in the first frame. That'll bring up Cecina. Cecina leads the 10 pin in his first ball. There's a 204, a 145, 210. There's Cecina. Put it just missing. 219, so Cecina has his second open. 241 for the Cougars, but they can't afford too many more opens. Cody Hampton steps up and hits 9 pins in his first ball. We apologize for our view, but we're not the only person here, and we're not going to go stand in front of people to get a better view for ourselves. We see a lot of people with video cameras that do that. Hampton misses an easy one, and shots like that can make or break your score. But you got to pick up the easy ones. And 8 pin left by Bayshard. Bayshard will pick up his spare, sit head on. Not quite able to pick up the B-boys. There's John McGoldrick over there. Here's John Fortin. McGoldrick bowling. We couldn't quite figure out what lane he was in. Fortin gets 7 pins on his first ball in the 4th frame. There's Fortin. Full day today. Fortin will miss everything and then get a one of them. There's Derek Norton over there in that lane for the Cougars, the B team. Now we're at Cody Hampton. Hampton leaves the 6 pin. We have the sectional bowling we'll cover this morning. We're only going to cover the first 3 games. This afternoon we have to be in Rouse's Point for the first ever hockey alumni, Cougar hockey alumni event. We'll be there along with John Zerlo and John Southwick. Here's Cody Hampton starting the 5th frame. As Caleb picked up the spare, Hampton leaves the 7 pin. Here's Turner Cecina. Cecina leaves the 6-10. Hampton. He'll pick it up, just barely hung on. Cecina now. He'll pick up his spare. Now Adam Bayshard in the 5th. When we finish with the alumni hockey, we head for Shazy, where this afternoon and this evening they'll be doing their senior play. We'll miss the afternoon performance, but we'll be there for the evening performance. So we have bowling, hockey, and a senior play to try to cover today. And we think all 3 of those events are important to the participants. Strike for John Fortin. And we had something unusual happen last night. As we were wrapping up the ball game at Northeastern Clinton, the senior night last night, Christopher Gagnon graduate of Northeastern, probably, I'm going to guess, 97. Gave us a contribution for his family, himself and his family. And what's unusual about that is relatively very few of the kids that we have covered over the last 20 plus years. And they call them kids, although they're adults now. But the former kids are now adults who we have covered to support hometown cable. We could probably count them on two hands. It's incredible support we've given them and their families, and the lack of appreciation that we've experienced from the graduates after they're no longer in school. Caleb Hampton missed his spare, and Cougars had started off hot, but I'm sure they're caught up to by now from some of these other teams. There's Cecina. He got a nasty split. We have a 333 total there, 289, 352, 352, and the Cougars are at 367. The team bowling next to them is at 326, it looks like. Cecina will miss his spare, but give it a good try. Good try. Let's see, over that away, there's a 291, there's a 368, the 275, and 329. We just missed Nick Bayshard over there for the Cougars. They don't really have an angle that we can. When they release the ball, we can't even figure out what lane they're in. That's the B team over there. Team bowling with the Cougars has jumped ahead of them. They're at 412. Here's Hampton. The team in red, I'm not sure if it's a Beekman Town team or who. Hampton gets 8 pins on his first ball in the, I believe, 6th frame. I believe the 2-5. So we are in the 6th frame. We're at 432. So they are ahead of the. No, they're not at 432. It's the team next to them. They haven't switched it over yet, or have they? Those names are. These are the Cougar names here. That's got to be their total 393 and 439. Well, the team bowling next to him was probably a B Beekman Town team. There's Adam Bayshard. He got a strike here in the 6th. John Fortin up now for the Cougars. And Fortin leaves the 1-2. Should be an easy spare. Well, Fortin wraps up his 6th frame. Cody Hampton will start the 7th. Fortin will miss his spare. Cougars are not picking up the easy ones. Cody Hampton leaves the 10 pin. Caleb Hampton up now, and he will strike for the big dog. Cody Hampton. And he picks up his spare. Let's see some of those individual figures there. These teams are shooting. Oh, Cecina up, and he left a mess. Left a 1, 3, 6, 7. Bayshard now. Bayshard is a similar mess, but just the opposite. 1, 2, 4, 10. Just the opposite mess of what Cecina left. So he'll watch Cecina and see how to pick it up. And we won't see how to pick it up because that fellow's in the way. Cecina left the 7-pin. See how Bayshard does. He leaves 10-pin, so they're consistent. John Fortin up for Beekmantown. For Northeastern. Beekmantown on my mind there, I guess. He leaves the 4-7. Ormsby for the Cougars on the B team. Here's Fortin. Fortin will miss his spare. Cougars just not picking up the easy ones. Not being a bowler, I would blame it on the lack of concentration. But that's from not being a bowler and just speculating. Here's Hampton. Strike for Caleb Hampton. Cecina. Whoa! Almost had two disasters. Ball almost went in the gutter, and then he almost had a 7-10 split. But the 10-pin fell. McGoldrick going for his spare. Picks it up over for the B team. And Cecina puts it in the gutter. A left-hander, that 7-pin is a tough one. Over on the B team, there's Nick Bayshard. He picks up a spare. Cody Hampton up now for the Cougars in the 8th frame. And he leaves a 7-pin. There's Ormsby, here's Hack. Hack with a strike. Here's Hampton picking up his spare. Bayshard now. Adam Bayshard. Oh, left just the 8-pin. Oh, 5-pin, just the 5-pin. And Bayshard picks up his spare. That'll get us to Fortin. Fortin with a strike. Now Caleb Hampton. We're in the 8th frame, game 1 of 6 that'll be bowled today here at the North Bowl. Strike for Caleb Hampton. Again, we're only concentrating on the Cougars. Every team in the CBAC is here. Let's see if I can figure them all out. I believe Saranac has a team. Beekmantown, Plattsburgh, Peru, Mariah. There's Cecina. Sable Valley. Somebody bowls in Teesville, I think. Cecina finishing up the 8th. Cody Hampton starting the 9th. NCCS Spares. There's Hampton. Hampton with a strike. On base side. Base side leaves just one pin. Looks like maybe the 3. It is 3. And Bayshard picks up his spare. Had a good view till the Plattsburgh High School coach decided to step in front of us. There's Fortin. A little diamond there, 2, 4, 5, 8. Fortin will get 2 of them, we'll get 8 for the frame. Well, looking at some nearby totals, 560, 673, 660, 651. The Cougars are at 653, 683. There's a 574. There's a 564. Caleb Hampton up now. Everybody knows Coach Coro. Give him a call and tell him they enjoyed seeing his back on the down cable. Strike for Caleb Hampton. Now here's Turner Cecina. And Cecina strikes for the Cougars. Cougar totals, they're at 703. Starting game, frame number 10, game 1. Cody Hampton strikes to start the 10th. And the second ball, first go ball, strike 2. Third strike in a row, so he has a triple or a turkey. Oops, wrong side here. There's Hampton. Last ball of the first game, strike 3, strikes out. So Hampton, it's a nice 2-0-3. Adam Bayshard comes in 2 pins behind Hampton. So he could strike out and get a 2-0-1. Yeah, he starts it with a strike. I'll guess check that. He could get a 191 here, I guess. The Hampton has been working on a strike. They started working on a spare. But 191 is certainly nothing to sneeze at. And he will not get a 191. Best he can hope for now is a 180, which is pretty good. Picks up the spare. That gives him a 181. John Fortin, yep, in the 10th. Game 1 in 6-game bowl off at the North Bowl. All the schools represented. to pick the top boys and the top girls team for 2007 to go to the state playoffs. Thornton will get a 144 with a spare and a strike. First he needs to get that spare. He covers it. So he's got a 134 plus his fill ball. There's Fortin's fill ball. He'll get 7. That should give him a 141 maybe. 141. Now working on a 4-bagger is Caleb Hampton. Hampton looking to have a strong finish here. 4 in a row. And leaves looks like the 9-pin. It is indeed the 9-pin. So through 8 frames, he is the leading bowler, but his brother Cody struck out. So I would think Hampton still has a shot here at 200, but he's going to have to get this spare. He does. Let's see what he's got now at this moment. 182. A strike here would give him a 202. 1 pin or 2 pins. 1 pin behind his brother Cody. He needs to knock down 8 to have a 200 game. And he gets a 200. Even 200 for Caleb Hampton. I'll get us to Turner Cecina, who's working on a strike. Cecina leaves a 7-pin. Team bowling next to the Cougars finishes at 822. Cougars have an 837. Cecina will be quite a bit below his average. He needs to get as many as he can here. He needs to pick up this spare first of all. In the gutter. His game will come to an end with a 130. Team total of 855 for the Cougars A team. Before we move to the girls, we thought we'd check the Cougar B team. Hack was spared. Let's see, they got a 752, 160, 126, 167, 171. And the Hack is bowling here, so let's see if it's Ormsby, Goldrick.
So we don't ever lose. We don't ever lose in that. I mean, it really doesn't matter.
Who's B here? Oh, Bayshard. Hack gets a strike. Norton. And then Hack. Hack finishes with a 138. So that's the B team. Team total of 762. And the next heroes will be at the girls.
Playable.
All right, Megan.
All right, Megan Fran has started off the second game. The Cougar total for the girls was 850 in their first game, so that's a pretty good total. Megan Fran for Northeastern starting the second game.
Nice spare, Megan. What do you keep it going?
She gets a spare to start it. Looks like our big buddy is back. Kelsey Deso. And she gets her first ball. Miso picks up the spare. I don't know if this one here shows the speed. Kayla DeCoste now for the Cougars. The scoring machine at the Cougars, the display thing shows the, excuse me, for the Beaumont shows the speed of the ball. 1-2 for DeCoste. And DeCoste will miss the 2. There's Sarah Winters. Game 2. Right for Winters. She's the sister of the Cougar coach. I haven't mentioned his name, Jeremy Winters. He's done a nice job this year. Didn't seem like that long ago that Jeremy was bowling for the Cougar team. Originally, Jim Tierney had been approved for the job, but he wasn't sure if he'd be going on a night shift and be unavailable. Here's Danielle Tierney. It's 9 pins. Jeremy stepped up and has done a nice job this year. Last year, of course, it was Kathy Young, and we're talking to Kathy's son, Craig Young, the other day. He bowled a little bit on the professional circuit last year, doing well with his bowling career. Here's Tierney. Tierney spares. Starting the second frame with Megan Friend. She leaves the 5 pin. And Friend will cover it easily. Kelsey Deso up now for Northeastern. Deso leaves the 10 pin. Sounds like somebody got a 960 for the girls in that first game. Deso covers it. 6 games, so a lot can happen. 960 scratch with 5 bowlers is pretty darn good bowling. 40 more pins and they'd have a 200 team average. DeCoste gets a strike. I'll bring up the Winters. And Sarah Winters strikes. And just like that, we're to the anchor bowler Tierney and Megan Friend about to start frame number 3. There's Tierney. Leaves the 1-2-4. Friend leaves just the 3. Tierney with the spare. Here's Friend. She will miss her spare. Megan Friend missed it. There's Kelsey Deso. Strikes. Kayla DeCoste for Northeastern. She leaves the 4-7. See Ticonderoga nearby. They another team. I don't think I mentioned them when I mentioned the teams in the league. DeCoste spares. Here's Sarah Winters. Leaves the 1-2. Winters will pick up her spare. Now Danielle Tierney for the Cougars.
All right, Danielle, spare, come on.
And she leaves the 3 pin. Tierney will pick up her spare. She has the highest average on the Cougars, boys and girls. She has the best average for the season. She'll be back next year. Megan Friend starting the 4th frame. And leaves just a 10 pin. Friend puts it in the gutter. I'll bring up Kelsey Deso. She leaves the 7 pin. Wasn't even close. I'm no expert. I think the key to success in this sport is to pick up the easy ones. Dicos leaves a 1, 2, 4, 8. Dicos will miss her spare, gets 7 for the frame. I'll bring up Sarah Winters. Winters going for 9 pin spare. And she gets the spare. Now we didn't notice Megan Friend sneaking over to the other lane. She's a sneaky one. Tierney picks up a strike. Friend has a 1, 2, 8 to pick up. She got it. She got it. Megan Friend picks up the spare. There's Kelsey Deso who tried to shoot around Jeremy Winters. Deso leaves the 4-7. And Deso covers hers. We're in the 5th frame here with Kayla DeCoste. DeCoste going for a spare. Left the 2 and the 4. There's Sarah Winters. Wobbling 2. Winters going for her spare. She will pick it up. That'll get us to Danielle Tierney. Tierney leaves the 10 pin. Where are we here? Okay, Tierney is in white, so I couldn't tell. I was looking for the DT and it was in a different color. The current bowler is in white, all the others are reddish color. Tierney picks up her spare. Megan Friend starting the 6th frame. There's a 1, 2, 4. And Friend missed the head pin. So it'll get us to Kelsey Deso. Studying the situation. And fires it. Leaves 10 pin. Deso going for a spare. In the gutter. Cougar girls are back-to-back CDAC champions, but they're struggling here today in the sectionals. DeCoste.
All right, Kayla, go get it. Come on.
Leaves a 4-7. And DeCoste picks up his spare. Sarah Winters strikes for the Cougars. They are completing the 6th frame. Danielle Tierney up now. And Tierney leaves a 1-2-8. Tierney working on a spare. She's got 7 for the fill ball on the spare. And she able to pick up that spare. Friend is starting lane frame 7. Leaves a 1-2-4. It's the same spare she missed on the last frame. We're gonna have to keep doing it till she gets it right. Let's see if she can pick this one up. And she does. Says, why couldn't I have done that last time? There's Kelsey Deso. Deso with a strike. Get us to Kayla Dukas in the 7th frame. Second game of 6 games that we're bowling today. We're here for the first 3. Dukas will miss the 8 pin. Now Sarah Winters for the Cougars. He leaves the Megan Friend spare, 1-2-4. And she missed it. Lack of concentration, I would call it, but again, I'm not a bowler. Here's Tierney. Now this is a tough one. 6, 7, 10. Danielle Tierney going to put it in the gutter. She's going for broke. Megan Friend will start the 8th frame for Northeastern. It's 3 in a row where she's left the 1, 2, 4. We got a bowling fan here. A lot of bowling fan here. Here's Friend. And she picks it up again. In the 8th frame, Cougars have just 5 at 48. They've missed some doable spares. Here's Deso. Leaves the 6 pin. He's working on a strike. Got it. All in the wrist. Kayla Dukas now. And she gets 6 in her first ball. Dukas will leave the 6 pin. Sarah Winters leaves just a 5 pin. And Friend steps up. And gets a strike. I got an earring in that. Like an earring there. Looks like an earring, must be a girl. Short-haired girl. There's Tierney. for Tierney. Now Kelsey Diesel in the 9th frame. Leads to 4-7. Diesel picks it up, just barely. All in the wrist. Here's Kayla DeCoste. Bowling in the 9th for the Cougars. Two, 4, 5, I think. No, yes, 2, 4, 5. Steps up for the Cougars. Leaves a 1-2. That's very similar to the 1-2-4, except it doesn't have the 4. She covers it easily.
Come on, Danielle. Big double, Danielle. Come on.
Danielle Tierney looking to double here in the 9th to set herself up in the 10th. Oh, leaves a nasty 4-10. Go for the wood. It's 9 for the frame. Not much you can do when you get a split. Megan Friend will start the 10th frame. She is working on a strike. And she doubles. If you've been wondering how to spell friend, that's how you do it. Football for Megan Friend. Friend's last ball is a strike. 4 in a row to end the game.
You better stay for a while.
Let's see what we gave her for the game. Give her a 177. How about that? There's Diso. Diso with a strike. Friends out here signing autographs, endorsing Pepsi products.
There's no one down there.
Diso. Oh, left the 8 pin.
Yeah, no one's like, come on, Kelsey.
Diesel usually bowls around 9 or 10 miles an hour. You gotta figure if you could get that first ball up to about 12, so you could pick up a few more. Get another ball there. You gotta, oh, no, those are 2 fill balls. She had a strike to start. I figure she'd get more strikes. It's a nice 184. The Cougars are coming on strong at the end here. DeCoste had an 850 the first game. DeCoste 136. DeCoste picks it up. Strike here will give her a 132. Give her a 129. 129. Now we have Sarah Winters, who already got a 140 working on a spare. So she's already got a 150 really. Leaves the 5 pin. Winters misses the spare right in front of the coach too. That gives her a 168. Now we have Tierney, who had an open as it had split. And she gets a 1-2-8. Cougars have an 8-0-3 at the moment, so they're going to be less than that first game they had. Tierney picks up the spare. She'll get a fill ball. So there's a 5:23. They've already started their next one. Tierney gets 6 with her fill ball. That gives her a 161, which is almost 30 pins under her average, which is about 188, 189. A team total of 819 for the girls here in the second game. A little bit ado to our young bowling fan here and see what the boys are doing, then come back to check out, see how the girls are doing. Looks like the boys are in the second frame, finishing up the second frame. Here's Cecina. The boys 18. Cecina with the strike. So gives him a spare and a strike. Cody Hampton starting the third frame. There's Cody Hampton. Picking up a spare. They're kind of in between the A's and B's right now. B's are in their first frame of the third game. Nick Bayshard with a strike. Looks like Adam Bayshard got 9 pins in his first ball. Adam Bayshard misses his spare. Here's John Fortin. Fortin will pick up his spare. Meanwhile, Chris Hack was bowling and he probably got a strike. Caleb Hampton leads the 4-pin. Hampton going for the spare. I'll get us to Turner Cecina. And he leaves 4 pins. Cody Hampton will start the 4th frame. Leaves the 4-pin. Cecina bowling in the 3rd frame. Game 3 of the day. Give it a good shot. Give it a good shot. There's McGoldrick over on the B team. McGoldrick left 2 pins. Cody Hampton picks up his spare. Bayshard.
Yeah, right there!
Bayshard gets a strike. Now Fortin for the Cougars. Leaves the 1, make that the 1-3-6. I stand corrected, it's the 3-6-10.
They're good.
Picks up his spare. Caleb Hampton. Norton only got a few on his ball. Beating Hampton with a strike. Turner, Cecina. Leaves the 10 pin. Tough spare for Ormsby. Cecina will pick it up. Good job. Looks like Hack got a strike and Ormsby gets 9 for the frame. Cody Hampton starting the 5th frame for Northeastern. He leaves the 6 pin. And Hampton covers it. Nick Bayshard will miss his spare. Adam Bayshard for the Cougars. 8-10. Bayshard will just trying to get them both. And he missed them both. Give it a shot. This is John Fortin. Fortin with a strike. Back to North Bowl. It's Saturday the 9th of February. Section 7 bowling going on here. Determine the boys and the girls section champions for 2006-2007 season. Here's Caleb Hampton. And it's all scratch, so whatever you get today determines who wins. Handicap is not included today. It's all scratch bowling. So you can have the best average, you could have the best record, or just the opposite, the worst average or the worst record, and still come away with the sectional championship. Cecina. That's the way it should be. Any other sport, regular season is taken out of the picture. There's Ormsby for the Cougars in the B team. Picking up the spare. Once you get to the playoffs in any sport, it's a whole new season. Here's Cody Hampton. Here, right for Hampton. Adam Bayshard. Nope. Looks like a 4-9 to me. Not going to tell us. Bayshard gets one of them. He's running into these splits. Not much you can do about him. There's Nick Bayshard. And he gets 9 pins. Meanwhile, Thornton is standing up. First of 3 events we're covering today. We're only going to cover the first 3 games here at the North Bowl. This afternoon we're heading for the Civic Center in Rouse's Point for the first annual Cougar alumni hockey game. Come on, and this evening we'll be in Chazy for the CCRS senior play. So all big events in the lives of the participants, and Hometown Cable is happy to be there. And we wish more of you would appreciate the fact that Hometown Cable covers these events and records them for posterity. And if you are one of the folks who watch us, whether it's on a regular basis or only occasionally, we need your support. And if you're watching right now, you're obviously somebody who watches Hometown Cable at least sometimes. We need your support to keep this programming coming. We just don't seem to get enough of you to understand that and support our efforts. Caleb Hampton gets 6 pins, a little luck on that one. Hampton misses the spare. Turner, Cecina up for the Cougars. we go into the 7th and head out back to the girls. Sina going for the 10 pin. He will miss it. No, picked it up. Nice curve. Nice curve. Glad to have gotten it. Cody Hampton in the 7th frame. Hampton got 7 in the 7th to start. It looks like he and McGoverick will bowl just about the same time here. Hampton missed that double wood. Open in the 7th. McGoverick in the meantime struck over here for the B team. That was Hampton's first open. Adam Bayshard up now for the Cougars. And Bayshard leads the 6-10. Bayshard picks up the 10-pin spare. Adam Bayshard puts it in the gutter. No split that time, but that's at least 3 opens in a row. Started off with a strike, then a spare, then an open, then a strike. Fortin up next. He's a 1-2-4. We go from Fortin to Norton. Norton misses his spare. And Fortin will pick up a spare. What the totals look like at the moment. Caleb Hampton up for the Cougars. B team, he leads a 10 pin. Caleb Hampton left a 6. Hampton misses the spare. Going for his. He covers his. We'll have one more in the 7th here. That'll be Turner Cecina. Cecina strikes. That's how it looks for the Cougars at the moment. We'll watch McGoverick bowl for the spare. We got a. I don't know. Looks like a 5-10. Oh, actually, he had 3 pins. Let's see. Jonathan McGoverick. Here we go. Here's what the B team is doing in the 6th round. We're going to head for the girls now. Danielle Tierney up for the Cougars. We are just finishing the 6th frame here for Northeastern. Looks like for the girls at this point. I'll bring up Megan Friend. Friend with a strike. Friend starting the 7th frame. And goes to Kelsey Diesel. 4, 6, 7 from here. So we'll go for the wood. It's the 9 pins for the frame. Kayla Decos. Decos with a strike. There's Winters. Winters will leave the 1-2. There's Winters. She should pick it up. She does. And solidly, I might add. Completing the 7th frame here, Danielle Tierney will be up next. Tierney working on a spare. As mentioned earlier, the leading bowler for the Cougars, boys or girls. 8-10. Tierney goes for the wood, gets the 1 pin. It's 9 for the frame. I told you that friend was sneaky. She's apparently stuck a strike in there when I wasn't looking. There's Diesel. Trying to be standing around and all of a sudden she's bowling and you don't realize she's up there. But she's the lead bowler for the team, so that adds to the problem. Some of them stand there for 30 seconds, then throw the pin, then throw the ball, not the pin. Here's Decos. She leaves the 1-3-6. Decos will pick it up. It's a round of applause from the Cougar fans. Sarah Winters now for the Cougars, and she strikes. Tierney up for Northeastern. And she leaves the 3-10. Tierney picks it up, a nice spare by Danielle Tierney. Our little bowling fan is still here. And Megan Friend is up there. I didn't miss her this time. Right for Friend. And quickly bring up Kelsey Deso. So thinking about it here. Waiting for the bowler next to her to finish. Ooh, double pinnacle there. Deso goes for the wood, gets 2 of them. Here's Kayla Decos. She has a split. It's like a 4-10. Nope. Sarah Winters. remember when Danielle Tierney was that size at the bowl mark. Got to see all the Tierney kids grow up at the bowl mark, and Jim Tierney was the manager there. James, Danielle, and Katie Lynn. Danielle Rose, that is. Friend gets 7 on her ball. Tierney needs 1 for the frame. Looks like it might be the 3-pin. And looks like she's got it. There's Friend. Friend, I'll give it a shot. Get 2 of them. It must be in the, 9th now? No, 10th frame. The 10th frame. So Friend had an open in the 10th, give her a 155. Bring up Diesel. Diesel leaves just the 9-pin. When they finish these 3 games, the teams will break for a lunch catered by the North Bowl. Diesel's fill ball is strike. Let's see, Friend with a 155, Diesel with a 149. Cougars will be slipping further behind, I have a feeling. DeCoste. He's a 7-pin. DeCoste picks up the spare. We'll have a fill ball here in the 10th. Gives her a 148. Just 1 pin behind Diesel. 2 KDs in a row here. Chelsea Diesel and Kayla DeCoste. Now we got an SW. Sarah Winters. Strike. That's a 3 in a row turkey triple for Winters. Ooh, just a 4-pin. Well, I think we're looking at a 159 for Winters. She picks up the spare. That's what she's got. She's got the highest total thus far, but the Cougars will be under the 800 mark. And I think you have to be up in the 800s here consistently if you're going to win today. Danielle Tierney, strike for Tierney. Tierney strikes again. Last time we looked, she had a 188 average for the season. She's got a possible 179 in this game, which will be under her average. And she strikes out. Danielle Tierney. That'll end her season on hometown cable. 79. Team total of 790. Team bowling next to her here at a 764. That's going to wrap it up from the bowl mart. We'll now bring you the final results. It'll be coming up on your screen right now, so stick around for that. In the meantime, thanks for watching, and for those of you supporting Hometown Cable, we've been at the North Bowl Lanes, a little bit north of the city of Plattsburgh, on this February 9th, or is it 10th? February 10th, 2007. Thanks for watching and for supporting our efforts.